My name is Robert Behrend. I am a 48-year-old married father of a 5-year-old girl. I am a senior vice president with a .com company. I travel quite a bit, and as an older dad with a 5-year-old who moves around, my health and my back are very important to me. In my mid-30s, I had to stop running because my back had started bothering me, and shifted to kayaking, which was also good, but that too began to bother me in my back. Before meeting Dr. Wan and going to the Lumin Clinic, I had done Pilates, I had done some yoga and was feeling very good, but I would still have episodes where my back would go out and I'd be in bed for 2 days. And it wasn't until I met Dr. Wan at the Lumin Clinic that I understood my problem better. In my case, it was a bulging, if not herniated disc, and degenerative vertebrae in L4, L5. A few years, actually about 5 or 6 years before I had the surgery, he said, let's try and do everything we can to not have surgery. And so I worked with the outstanding folks at the Lumin Clinic pain management team, and they did a wonderful job for 5 years, where I was, for the most part, pain-free. I did have every now and then a problem. The frequency of the shots that I was getting started to move from once a year to every 6 months to ultimately where I was getting them every 3 months. And it was at that point Dr. Wan said, it's time to have surgery.
Okay.
And so a year and a half ago, I had a full fusion 360 at L4, L5. Through the Lumin Clinic and the wonderful folks at Star Medical. My surgery went well. I was amazed that the 3-4 hours after my surgery, they had me walking around. Only 20 steps, but it was an important 20 steps. The folks at Star Medical were wonderful. I spent 2 nights, 3 days there. I felt like it was the 4 seasons of hospitals. I was treated very well. They were able to help me understand what I was going through, having had a fairly extensive surgery. And when I left 3 days later to go home and recuperate, I couldn't have been in any better condition or shape. After my surgery, I was not good at being quiet, but I followed the doctor's orders, and I would say it's so important that for the few weeks after your surgery, you really take it easy and follow doctor's orders. For me, it was not moving, but also doing what the doctor had asked me, which was to get up and do a little bit of walking with a walker. And I did that. And 6 weeks later, I was, for the most part, back to normal. Now, after my surgery and after the downtime, which wasn't as big of a factor as I thought, what was most important was physical therapy. And the folks at In Motion Rehab were fantastic. Michelle and the team are wonderful. I was a diligent follower of physical therapy, and I encourage everyone to go to physical therapy. Don't short yourself. It is absolutely vital to your health. And I went to physical therapy and I did the exercises at home, and I began to get my life back. And I'm happy to say that 18 months later, I feel in great shape. I'm able to pick up my almost 50-pound daughter without any problems. But what's most important is that in order to maintain that happy, healthy lifestyle, I still do my physical therapy exercise. I still go to the gym and do everything I need to do in order to maintain that happy, healthy lifestyle. I owe Dr. Wan, I owe the folks at Lumin Clinic and Star Medical a new start on life for me. As a 48-year-old father, 5-year-old girl, it's important to me to continue to maintain a happy and healthy lifestyle, not just for myself, but for my family. And so I encourage anyone out there considering whether or not they need pain management, whether or not they need surgery, regardless of that, focusing on your healthy lifestyle is important. That gives me great joy in that I'm able to enjoy my family's able to enjoy me, and see the happiness that I have that I didn't always have before the surgery. Before surgery, it was easier to get down on yourself because of the pain that you felt. And what I understand now is that after surgery, leading that healthy lifestyle requires your active participation after the surgery in every respect. I enjoy what I can do now. I don't feel I have any limitations at this point, but also understand that as a 48-year-old man, whether I had the surgery or not, you have to be smart. And I don't bungee jump and I don't parachute, but I'm able to do everything I want to do, and that makes me very happy.